Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old barn.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, a.k.a. Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 55 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Today is Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. And today's episode is a topic that, as I was just talking to Johnny and Sean in the pre-show, it's a topic that's been on my list since this show's inception, which is TV theme songs. Joining me today from Chicago Sports Bums, we have our boy Johnny. What's up, buddy?
What's going on? I'm wearing no pants.
You got to
today.
do the.
Oh no, that was just for you guys. That's a private thing. But yeah, I'm not wearing no pants on this one. It's a special moment. So yeah.
Yes. Also joining us for there you go. Also joining us on his first episode, longtime watcher, longtime list giver. You're one of our more popular list givers for every episode. Our buddy Sean Jankowski. How are you, Sean?
Good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
No problem. Yeah, so this was an idea we've had since I started the show. Johnny brought it up to me a few weeks ago, and I know we've talked about it in the past as well. So thought, what the hell? Let's push forward and do this one because this is gonna be a really fun one. So yeah, let's not dilly dally. Let's jump right in. Sean, you have the first pick.
Yeah, this was really tough since you gave me the first pick and being my first time. No, I'm not. Sorry, Caitlin. Not going that one. But I'm gonna go Frasier. 1-1 here.
All right.
Something about Frasier and Kelsey Grammer singing the theme song is just great to me. And watching Frasier with my dad and everything. And
you just like tossed salads and scrambled eggs, right?
I do like tossed salad and scrambled eggs. So that's my top pick.
Wait, hold on. Kelsey Grammer was the one who sang that song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Wait until we start talking about Alan Thicke. Your mind will be blown.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The more you know. There's just
that's
a perfect one.
Thursdays at 8.
Not on my list, but I don't think this is going to be a situation where we're going to be stealing picks from each other tonight. There's so much to pull from. I know. So we have 4 rounds set up. So that's 12 picks. I think each of us have more than twice that. So, definitely, yes, Alan Thicke with 2 C's. Yes, Sam. But yeah, that's a perfect one. That sets the tone for the show too. He's it's perfect. Definitely can't complain about that one. Yeah, we'll just keep rolling here. So I'll tell you guys, I woke up this morning and I got myself a gun. I got to go Sopranos.
Oh,
it's iconic. It's an iconic opening song. I always thought that they should have done a Springsteen song, obviously, because of Silvio is part of the E Street Band, but it's such a good song. And it sets the scene with him driving through the tunnel and driving around Jersey. I think it's like a perfect sets the tone. My wife's very upset with me, and I'll let you guys know later why. So, but I'm gonna go with the Sopranos.
Yeah, I don't blame her for being upset with you, and I don't even know what it is. So
yeah,
what the fuck? She's always upset with me. Come on, yeah. I'm such a bad guy. I know.
I know you love me being on this show. I'm ready for this. So I mean this is basically something that I was telling you a long time ago, and I'm now that I'm here, and I said I made a huge list before that we were on we got on the show live. I don't know where I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wing this. I have no idea. I have a ton of just great shows. I couldn't pick a top 5, so I'm gonna see what I can do here. So, but. Now, with that being said, since this is my next turn, I'm going to go with that 70s show.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about that one. Shit, that's good.
That's a good one.
That
very
70s
good
show, great show. It was on Fox. Cheap Trick was the intro with Surrender. And just the whole vibes of it as well, too. They were in a car, just teens hanging out, having a good time, and just singing. I mean, we've done it plenty of times before with our friends. So I just think it's just a good vibe overall. And
It's got that Wayne's World Bohemian Rhapsody kind of feel to it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're,
For sure.
rocking all that stuff like that. So, and this kind of sucks because now we're basically doing the snake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, see, my next one now, I'm just gonna go with it. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wow. It was on my list.
I mean, just everything about it. Will Smith, when he first started coming up, and before he became Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was, obviously he was in music before, and it just kind of like it just pretty much stardom for him with that show, and then he's singing it. Everything about it, him playing on the playground and getting beat up, and then just going to
Go home, smell you later.
yeah, and then just going to Bel Air, and then the cab dropping him off at Uncle Phil's house, and it was just boom. That was it. I loved it.
Yeah, Drew's on a point here. 7 minutes in and 4 picks done. We are not messing around.
No.
We are probably going to end up doing like 6 rounds, I think, guys.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that's a good one. That was definitely on my list. It was high up on my list, even though, like you, I don't really have any rankings. But as I was making my list, it was pretty high up, so I thought of it, early on in the process.
Before like you go on, was it hard for you guys to like just pick like the top 5? Because I just kept on picking, and I'm like, this is endless. I can't stop. It just keeps on going. I had to stop myself. I'm like, there's many more shows. I know Peter put Mr. Belvedere on there, which, I'm sorry, I don't have that on my list. So he's probably gonna get mad. So yeah.
Thanks for telling me that, guys. All right. I went from just like a kind of a rock song into I'm gonna go with straight up instrumental opening theme song. About an old gentleman and his son running a junkyard. I nothing is more iconic in terms of theme songs to me than Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I know, Sean, you're probably, I don't know how much of Sanford and Son you've seen. You're a little younger than us, but yeah, the bass line and the there's like a harmonica there. It's fucking beautiful and it's perfect. And it sets the tone, and you think of that show when it's one of those where if you think of that show, that's the first thing that pops in your head. Besides calling someone a dummy, it's dun, 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 that's what it is. I mean, it's perfect. So,
good one.
That's a good one.
Oh man, my turn. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Growing Pains.
Oh,
Next pick.
nice. Hold on, Sean. Before, like I said, I've been watching Growing Pains on YouTube TV, not YouTube TV, YouTube Premium. I got Premium. There's like marathons of Growing Pains. I've been watching that lately. So great pick. I actually like that one.
It's just like just not the song, but the intro sequence just from like each season was really awesome.
I have a question.
Yes, Brian.
Now, do you have a theme to your draft so far?
No, I'm not choosing all NBC. I might.
No.
That was an ABC show.
You have two theme songs that are sung by cast members.
I might. I didn't even think about that.
Growing Pains is Alan Thicke.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
From Growing Pains sang the
He
theme
sang that song?
What else did he sing, Johnny? What other theme song did he sing?
I don't know.
Now the world don't move.
He sang that one too?
He sang the Different
that's
Strokes
voice.
theme song as well.
Oh my gosh, this is
Johnny's mind is blown right now.
Yumper, what happens in the privacy of your own home?
Yeah, that is true. For those who never watched Growing Pains, Mike Seaver's best friend, his name was Boner.
Boner.
This is That's an actual thing.
And Leonardo DiCaprio was a cast member.
He was.
That's where he got started.
So was Kirk Cameron.
we don't mention that name on this show. Okay?
I'm sorry.
That name is not. That's not. Kirk and Candace Cameron can stay the fuck off of my show. Okay.
I will say Tracy Gold.
Yes, I was just gonna get to her. Mm-hmm.
Now that I look at Growing Pains, she's a hottie. She was a hottie. I'm gonna say that. I don't think Yeah.
I forgot about that, Yump.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, nice putting a sad story on our happy podcast that's going on right now.
Oh, Jack. I'm gonna go a little bit of a stretch here for my snake, but I'm gonna go with All That, the show All That from Nickelodeon, sung by TLC.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That's a good.
It
one.
was basically SNL for kids.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, Kenan Thompson's first show, Kenan and Kel.
Okay. And then wasn't what's her name? Amanda Bynes was on it too.
Amanda
right?
Bynes.
Okay,
Lori
I remember that now.
Danny Tamborelli. Yeah.
I'm a little too old to really have watched it, but now that you start to describe it, I remember it. And I don't even remember what the song sounds like.
It's all that. It's all that. That's all I got.
Brian,
is it all
what do you
that?
mean you were older than? What are you, like 2 years older than me? That show was that show was like that show was around here and that was like mid-90s.
We were in I was I'm not watching kids shows when I'm 16, 17 years old.
I still watch cartoons, that never stops.
All right. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I didn't watch that show. I stopped watching Nickelodeon stuff when I was like 12.
I stopped watching it yesterday.
You just watch Doug all the time?
Yeah. Oh, Doug, yeah. Or Rugrats.
Yeah,
all right.
Wrestling, yes. Kids comedy shows, no.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for being on the show. I really want to thank you for being a friend.
I know. I see. I see where you're going.
I got Golden Girls.
Yeah.
The Golden Girls would have been my first round pick, but I didn't think you guys were going to pick it, so I just went with it. That show, the older I get, the funnier it gets. If you haven't seen it or if you haven't watched it in a long time, watch it. It's fucking hysterical. They feed so well off each other. All four of them. It's unbelievable. Have you ever seen the scene where Betty White is talking about the herring festival and she just totally ad-libs everything, and the other two are hysterically crying, laughing, and they kept the scene. That's what they used, but they're hysterically trying to not laugh the whole time. It's hysterical.
Wasn't basically all of them were just horny old women?
They were just four old ladies that lived together. They weren't horny.
Or there was one of them that was
one of them was horny. Yeah.
One of them was her. Yeah, I remember
Blanche was horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty White.
Betty White is awesome.
Betty and B, and they hated each other.
In real life,
personally, but they still were absolutely hysterical.
I thought the mom was hilarious.
Yep.
Yes. Was that Estelle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Estelle Getty. Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, she was hilarious.
Right on. All right, Johnny, you want to go?
So I see you opened up the rounds a little bit more. So
you know what, guys, this is gonna we're 15 minutes in, we're already into round 3. We're already gonna be wrapping up round 3. So
yeah,
might as well.
Yeah,
this is actually kind of an idea I had for a show that was going to be quicker episodes called Drafty Pod Quickie. and it was going to be topics like this where we just rip through them. So this is kind of a test run for this.
Yeah. So I'm looking at my list, and you know what? Like I said, you opened up the rounds, and I'm gonna take this next one. It was like a show from the 80s / 93, Teen NBC, Saved by the Bell. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna go with Saved by the Bell.
Good one.
You know, you're waking up in the morning, and I can't remember it because I've been drinking three Miller Lights right now. So, but anyways, it was a great show. You know, obviously, you know, I think for the most part, we've all watched Saved by the Bell. Great show back in the day. So, and then just the music of it, like the intro, and you know, huge crush on Kelly Kapowski. Who didn't have a crush on Kelly Kapowski? So,
I was more of a Jesse Spano.
You look like a Jesse Spano type of.
She made me so excited.
Yeah,
and you just can't hide it. Or I'm so scared.
I'm so scared. What was she taking? She was just taking like caffeine pill. Okay.
Because she was trying to get into Stanford.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it wasn't Stanford. Wasn't it Stansbury? They couldn't say Stanford.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Stansbury. Yeah.
They used to make up colleges.
Yeah.
Show.
Don't watch the college years ones. Those are bad. That's bad.
I actually did watch though. I was
with Bob Golick.
I was very loyal to Saved by the Bell because I did watch the college years. I watched all those like, NBC specials when they did like the Hawaiian style, they did Zach and Kelly got married, and then I also watched Saved by the Bell, the new class as well too. So I watched that stuff, and I was just wow. All right, enough about me.
Are we gonna rank the cast members? I'm just kidding.
No. Ooh,
By the way, Tiffany Amber Thiessen looks better now than she did in the 80s.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. Go on her Instagram.
No, I see.
She has like a bunch of cooking content. It's awesome. But
yes,
she looks incredible.
She does. You're right. I have seen her recently. Always, but I'm just gonna say she has aged very well. She has always been one of my crushes. So, Kelly Kapowski. So my next one, see now I'm like overthinking now because I got a huge ass list, and I'm gonna go with something that I think that it might surprise a lot of people. And I'm just gonna pull the trigger just because it was a great show, and it was a recent show as well too. But I'm gonna go with Succession. I don't know if you ever seen Succession, but that intro to Succession is, I mean, if you haven't seen the show, it's high anxiety driven show. It's about a family, rich family, powerful, a family who is the dad is a kind of like Fox News. He owns like a huge corporation and all that, and
media conglomerate.
Media. Yep, exactly. And then the family is a whole part of it, and they got a lot of stuff going on as far as in politics and all that. So great show. I highly recommend it if you've never seen it. Very short, only 4 seasons, but it was very good. But when one of my buddies he first told me about it, and the minute that intro started, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking good. I love this. So check it out. Check out the intro. It's really good if you've never seen it. But even the show, I think the show overall is good.
It's one of those I haven't gotten to yet, but I definitely want to watch at some point. So
yeah.
Cool. It's a good one. All right. I think I'm going to make Mailman Jack happy. And I'm going to go with the song that would play that basically signified that it's 1:00 in the morning and it's time to go to bed, Brian. And it's the theme song for MASH. So,
yeah.
Have you ever heard the version of it with lyrics? It's called Suicide is Painless.
Oh.
If you watch the movie, which came out before the show, it has lyrics to it. So.
Wow, I didn't even know they had a movie.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a movie before the show. So, but And then the show lasted, like a decade longer than the actual Korean War did. So. George Lopez. God, you make me feel old, Caitlin. Jesus.
Hey, George Lopez was a good show. I liked the George Lopez show.
Didn't you get a reboot or something?
Did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't have a reboot. He had an actual talk show later on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's
what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's taken silver spoons yet. What the fuck, guys?
There was a different variations of Silver Spoons. They had the one where the beginning where it was like a little bit mild and like
Here we
childish.
are face to face.
But then they had the 80s one where they revved up the sound and they had the drums, like the electronic drums going on.
They did that to that 70s show too. They changed the version of the song, probably because they probably lost like the rights to it or something.
They did?
Yeah, if you watch the later seasons, they change. It's the same song, but it's a different version of it.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, Sean.
Yep, I'm good. Sorry about that.
Right. No, you're good. All right, you got two here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go where everybody knows my name. I'm going with Cheers.
Good one.
How could that's like what
Cheers and Frasier. Good job.
Hey, and I'm the youngest one in the group right now. That tells you how I was influenced by my dad. But with Cheers, it's like that's a place I wanted to go to always. And I had a bar like that in college called Max, where the bartenders knew exactly what you wanted and everything.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Cheers is one of those shows where usually shows from that era, from that like mid to late 80s, they don't really you watch them now and you're like, this is really kind of offensive. But you watch if you watch Cheers, it still holds up. Like the comedy still holds up. And again, you're following a theme because that song was sung by Woody Harrelson. So
yeah.
No, it wasn't. I was fucking around.
Oh, I didn't do that much research. I was just like, I did tell myself I had to see at least one episode of a show that was on my list.
Yeah.
So, what we got? 5.
Bogues is a little upset. We waited until now to get Cheers.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's go
Who is he
with let's go with Seinfeld for my next one. Just that doesn't not the scream is 90s like Seinfeld with the synthesizers and just the weird wacky sounds. Nobody sings anything but just the weird.
And then when they go to commercial in the earlier seasons, it's like
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck?
You're like, what's going on right now? So of course.
Thanks, Peter. Well, so if Peter's gonna do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick his selection. I was holding on to it anyway. I'm gonna go Mr. Belvedere.
Don't peer pressure.
No, I'm picking it because I love
No.
Red Skeleton. It's a fucking iconic song. Straight on the China, never mattered before. Who cares? How do you drop kick your jacket when you come through the door? I don't understand that part of it. But no, that song is brilliant. That's a really, really good theme song to a TV show.
But it was a good show too. I like Mr. Belvedere. Like with Bob Uecker. I love Bob Uecker as being like the dad and all that. That was such a good pick for being a dad. He did an excellent job. That's how I knew that that's how I was first introduced to Bob Uecker. I didn't know he was like the play-by-play for the Brewers, and then he did he was a play-by-play guy in Major League Baseball as well too. Yeah.
And he actually played baseball.
He actually played baseball. Yeah.
It's one of the worst players of all time, according to him. He's also a hell of a ring announcer for WrestleManias 3 and 4.
Yes.
Yeah, he got choked by Andre the Giant.
Yep.
Yeah. He was looking around for the fabulous moolah.
Yeah. All right, Brian. So I know it's my turn. And I know we talked about this pre-show about doing an animated, like the animated shows.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So are we gonna have an animated wing, or do I have still like
We will, but we can reuse those picks. It's not a big deal.
all right.
If you truly want to pick it, pick it. I'm not gonna.
All right. This is just so hard because I got so many good ones. So well, my next one, it's not an animated one, but I'm gonna go with Entourage. Entourage, HBO show. About four guys just living life. Vinny Chase, the star of the show, that was just kind of like a replica of Mark Wahlberg's life, basically. And it was sung by people who got pretty pissy off a couple weeks ago. So well, actually, it was Perry Farrell. I don't know if it was Jane's Addiction. Was it Jane's Addiction?
I don't.
I think it was Jane's. Yeah, it was a Jane's Addiction.
It's not just. Is it just Perry?
No, I think it was Jane's. It was a Jane's Addiction song. I think it was Jane's Addiction. If not, it was Perry Farrell for sure. I know it was Perry, but I don't know if it was Jerry. It was Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, it is. It is Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, and now I just brought back up like a band moment in rock history.
It's a source. But no, man, Dave Navarro's a prick. Everybody hates Dave Navarro. That's how it works. Ask Flea what he thinks of Dave Navarro. It'll be a fun conversation.
Well, that's why Flea's not in Jane's Addiction.
He pushed him, but then afterwards backstage he punched him.
That was quite the scuffle.
Yeah.
It was Jane's intervention. Thanks, Sam. I can always count on you.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go for, I guess, the kill at this point. How can you not have one of the best intros of probably all time? One of the longest running shows, and I'm gonna go animated. So I'm gonna go with The Simpsons.
Oh, good one.
I don't need to say so much.
Mm-mm.
Just Bart Simpson just going down Springfield and showing the characters, and every single part of their intro, they have something totally different, and they had something special when they used to do the Treehouse of Horror. They still do. I mean, I'm talking as past tense, but they're still on. So, Peter, shut up with the Topo Gio. Can you block him, please? But The Simpsons was such a great show, so I had to go with The Simpsons on this one.
What's Topo Gio?
So hold on, I'll tell you what it is.
See, now I gotta ask. I'm sorry.
No, I gotta explain it to you because I know what it is. So Topo Gio was a Spanish puppet. It was a kind of like I would say like maybe a little bit like Sesame Street a little bit, but it was a Spanish puppet. And they used to have, it was very popular in Spain, and it came to Mexico. It was just on a lot of Spanish TV shows or networks. I'm sorry. And I remember when Peter was young, he used to love Topo Gio. Yes, but he was also a very. If you see these videos, that looks like Mr. Price too. By the way, I
thought that looked like the guy from the Match Game.
I thought that was Gerald Ford.
I mean, it could have been. Topo Gio was a big. He was a big name back in the day. So, but yeah, that's
no. This is totally going to be the contact picture on my phone for Baloney moving forward.
He had me listen to, when we were younger. He had me listen to those cassette tapes all the time, and I'm like, "Where's the Van Halen, man?"
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Yeah. That's great.
I like it. All right, last one, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm trying to think of songs that when you think of a show, you think of a song immediately. Mm-hmm. That's like a almost like a prerequisite for me. So I'm gonna go with my last pick. I'm gonna go with the Wonder Years.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Which is
one.
Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. I thought you were going to pick Welcome Back, Kotter. I mean, that that was a good one.
I think the song's called All I Know. But yeah, I like I said, it's one of those songs that, or one of those things where you like, if you think of the show, you immediately pivot to the song.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with that. So that's my final one.
All right, last one. Yeah. I'm going with my favorite show of all time, and it's a little show on USA Network called Psych.
Okay.
Good one.
The show creator actually sang the song with his band, the Friendly Indians.
Oh, okay.
Or
Sean?
you froze?
Uh-oh.
I think he might have froze a little bit.
Uh-oh, Sean's got the Johnny internet tonight.
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
he's back.
Or we could call it after tonight's Grateful Ducks episode, we'll call it the Brewhand Luke internet.
Yes. Brewhand Lake featuring My Suck Summer. But with Psych, it's about a fake psychic who's just really observant, and he plays it off and solves crimes for the police department of Santa Barbara. And it says in the theme song, I know that you know that I'm not telling the truth. So that's my choice.
Good one. For some reason, I watched the show and for some reason I cannot remember the song. So I literally as soon as we're done recording tonight, I'm going to play that because I don't remember it. But I'm going to play the Topo Geo song as well.
Yeah. Another thing too is I think a lot of people who are in the comments right now, this was very tough for us. I mean,
really tough.
Yes.
We could do an entire second draft.
So what are we? So I'm just gonna name off. Do you want to just name off
that's what we always do?
Okay. All right.
Dump list. Go.
All right.
Sean, why don't you go first?
Yeah.
You want me to do my whole dump list?
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. South Park.
Yep.
X-Men
Primus.
animated series.
Now the 90s one?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the OG, the first season.
Yep. We have one of I have four. I have 4 lists that have been provided to me, and one of them has that on there. So
DuckTales, the OG.
Good one. Yes.
Yep.
Good one.
That's a great one.
Scrubs.
Yep.
The Muppet Show.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Stranger Things.
Yes. That's a good one.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
That's on another list that was provided. When I saw that, I was like, "Holy shit! Why didn't I fucking remember that one?" You know.
Batman. The
animated series.
No, the Adam West one. That's what I have that on my list.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Cops.
Yep. That's a great one. That's like I said, that prerequisite. Like if you think of the show, you immediately pivot to the song. That's what I think of 2 things when I think of Cops. That song and the video of the naked guy punching through the fence when he's on PCP. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the.
I have a couple more. Sesame Street.
Yep.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Animaniacs.
On my list.
And SNL.
Okay.
It's Saturday Night Live.
The saxophone gets me every time.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
All right. Yeah, those are all phenomenal. I can't wait. See now that we did this, I can't. We're gonna book a cartoon draft, theme song draft. Gummy bears. No, I'm kidding. All right, Johnny, you want to go through yours?
I do actually like that one. That was a good song. So I'm not gonna rename anything that Sean put out there. So I have Step by Step.
Ooh.
I have
That's on a list.
I have Shameless. I have Boardwalk Empire. I have we talked about it earlier, Different Strokes. Once again, I'm blown away that Alan did the song for that.
He's got a phenomenal voice. Like
Well, now, yeah,
Phenomenal voice.
Yeah, well, his son
I
was
mean, just think of his son. Yeah.
his son was stealing music, but we'll get on that later. But Rescue
Or
Me.
for
I don't know
another
if you ever seen the show Rescue Me.
Yeah, with Dennis Leary.
Yes, that was a
FX.
great intro as well too.
I want to say Brandy's brother worked on that show at some point.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he does. He's a set designer.
So
Very cool.
since we were talking about sketch shows and you Sean, you mentioned SNL, I got to go with In Living Color, and I got one in particular though, and it was the later seasons when Heavy D was the one who started singing.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I mean, I love that intro from The Living Color.
Living Color.
The Hogan Family.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's
What
seen the Hogan
about
Family?
Valerie's Family?
No, the Hogan Family was better than Valerie's Family. That's why she didn't last. So, Salute Your Shorts is another one.
Yeah.
Makes me wanna fart.
How to Make It in America. I don't know if anybody saw that show, but the Elo Beck is the one who sang the well, it wasn't for that song. They took it for that intro, but loved it. The Wayans Brothers, the intro where they had Tribe Called Quest. I mean, I absolutely love Tribe Called Quest. The Office was another one. Arrested Development. I don't know if anybody's seen Arrested Development, but I thought that was a good intro as well.
Yeah.
And then my last one, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Family Guy is just kind of a ripoff of All in the Family, though.
I understand, but
a little bit,
but
a little lot.
But still, I just it's the animated version of it, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Malcolm in the Middle, just because I fucking love They Might Be Giants and always will. One that I really, really wanted to pick, but then just decided at the end I took the Wonder Years instead was Night Court.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
it's a funky one, just like Sanford and Son, Mr. Rogers,
classic.
Taking his shoes off, Laverne and Shirley.
It's a good one.
Married with Children.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Love and Marriage.
I had True Blood's a good one, Jen. Absolutely. Game of Thrones. I'm not like a giant fan of the show, but it was it like fit the show really well. Addams Family. The Munsters.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Get Smart. Knight Rider.
Oh, that's a good one. You know, when I used to have a BlackBerry phone, I had that as one of my ringtones.
When I was a kid, my big wheel was a Knight Rider big wheel. Taxi.
Oh, Taxi's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta mention. All right. Okay. Can I crash on anybody's couch? Because my wife's gonna divorce me because I didn't pick Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's a really good theme song, but
I've never seen the show.
Really? You should watch it. It's funny as hell. The writing is really good.
So I've seen
really funny.
I've seen the movie. So I have seen the movie with the one with
the show.
Pee Wee Herman is like one of the vampires.
Yeah.
Allison Hannigan's in it.
Speaking of Pee Wee Herman, I had Pee Wee's Playhouse on my list.
That's a great one.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
And then finally Gilligan's Island.
Good one.
So, all right. So let me see anybody else. Boy Meets World. I don't remember the theme song from Peaky Blinders.
Caitlin, are you talking later seasons or early seasons of Boy Meets World?
Yeah, because there was like a couple. There was like I think two versions of it.
Yeah.
They had like when they were younger, and then they had they were singing. So I like that one. I like that version.
I have a quick question for Yumper. Now I know you're an administrator on this channel, just like I am, but can I ban you?
Sure, you can.
The Rob Zombie Monsters? No. Law and Order. That's actually a good one too.
That's a good one. Yeah.
All right. So I have 4 lists that we got.
Okay.
This first one's Mailman Jack. See, he wrote Alan Thicke on there. Sunday Night Football.
Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks is a good one.
That's a great choice.
All right. And then let's go Drew Bogues.
Okay.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's a good theme song.
That's a
I don't
good
remember
one.
Smallville, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine's great.
Smallville, I think it's an offshoot of Superman, I believe.
Yeah. Oh no, I've seen the show. I just don't remember the song.
Okay.
Yeah. The show's actually very good. It's kind of repetitive, but like every episode is exactly the same as the previous one. But that's a discussion for another time. All right, and then we got Jackie.
Oh yeah, Jackie. That's a
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
Fuck Full House. And then
whoa,
I'm just kidding. I don't have a problem with Full House. I'm just kidding.
Well, Fuller House. Fuller House.
Come on, guys, cut it out.
I'm surprised nobody didn't say any Perfect Strangers.
Belky Bartakamus?
Yeah.
All right. And then finally we have Baloney, who picked Step by Step.
I know he was going to pick
Okay,
OC.
OC, I like that one a lot. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Laguna Beach in my entire life.
Oh, Kristen Cavallari.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I don't like any of this list. So, besides my different strokes, Step by Step, I'm glad I didn't tell him my list. I was gonna send it to him, but I'm like, you know what?
No, don't do that.
I wasn't gonna do it.
No.
All right. Well, I have two things I want to mention today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here. Yumper just started the 31 Days of Horror this week. He's going to review a movie every day throughout the entire month, a horror movie. So be attentive and watch those because they're really fucking good. Also, I wanted to mention that we have new product. We have a Halloween themed penguin. We have a hoodie as well as a t-shirt with that with Penguin Voorhees on, and I think that's freaking adorable.
That's pretty
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, I just ordered one for Brandy. So
spoiler.
So yeah. So head on over and buy some merch so that we can, keep paying to do things like podcasts. I'm just kidding. Right, so that's it for tonight. Thanks guys for being on. Thank you in the chat for participating as always. I will be back next week with we're gonna do an all Penguin episode. It's gonna be me, Tony, and Aloha Mr. Hand, and we're going to be drafting disaster movies. So
okay.
That'll be a fun one. It's going to be the day after tomorrow. No, it's next Tuesday, 8:00. So,
spoiler alert.
Moving forward, now that the baseball season's done and everything, I'm going to be back on doing every week. So every Tuesday moving forward should be back on doing Drafty Pod. So if you guys have any ideas, if anybody has any ideas on any topics, please feel free to shoot them my way because I only schedule like 2 or 3 in advance. So, because I always like to have that flexibility that if someone comes up with an idea, like let's fucking run with it,
Can I mention I just another thing I was thinking of as an idea, intros to movies, like best intros to like movies would probably be a good one as well too.
Best intros,
yeah, because there's a lot of movies where you like they show the intro, and it's just like. I don't want to get like see I don't want to give any names right now of movies because I think but
but an example would be nice. So maybe
so if you ever seen like for example if you've seen Reservoir Dogs in the beginning of the intro of that they're just all sitting at the table and they're just like talking about tips and talking about Madonna and talking about all this stuff and all of a sudden they're paying and then there goes the intro they're walking
the first
yes.
couple minutes
yeah
Tarantino's good at that because the Pulp Fiction one's fun too when he's talking to his wife about whether or not they should rob the diner.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other movies that are like that as well too. That they have that intro where they first started, and then I have like other ones as well too that I could just think of off the top of my head, but I'm not gonna say it.
Intro to Rookie of the Year. I don't remember what the intro to Rookie of the Year was. All right. Well, thanks guys for being on. Johnny, as always, thank you. Sean, don't be a stranger. Come back anytime, bud.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got anything you want to plug, Johnny?
He froze, I think.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Anything you want to plug before we go?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, Chicago Sports Bums on Monday, 8:00. Talking about nonsense sports, sadness about Chicago sports, and all that jazz. So, yeah, you'll find me there on every Monday.
How nobody can watch any Chicago sports anymore?
Sadness of the Bears, and sadness of what, this whole thing with the whole new sports network that's happening. I don't even have it yet, so hopefully it goes onto YouTube TV.
If one more person gives me shit about antennas, I'm gonna fucking stab. Well, I live in a town that's lower in terms of like the ground than anybody, and you put an antenna on the roof, you still can't get anything. So I unless YouTube TV gets it, I guess I'm not watching the Bulls this year. I don't know.
Same with me. Living in Iowa, I'm SOL.
Yeah. All right. So who's winning the World Series? Before we go.
You know what? I'm gonna say it's between two teams but they're both in the same league. So I'm a big fan of the Padres. I'm really a big fan of the Padres. I think they got a really good team, really good lineup from top to bottom as far as batting, and pitchers as well too. Dylan Cease is on there, so
Kings pitching. They're playing right now.
Yeah, they're playing right now. And then I would say Philadelphia. I'm a big fan of the Phillies as well
I
too.
like the Phillies too.
I would say they're probably like my favorite to win the World Series.
That's good.
San Diego for me.
Yep. I like San Diego as well, as that's like my go with your heart pick. But there's something in the back of my mind that's like thinking how awesome a Yankees Dodgers World Series would be, considering Ohtani and Judge.
That'd be fun.
that would just be fun. Like I know we're not supposed to like those teams because I don't know, but
abundance of riches.
Right, exactly. But I think that would just be a fun series.
But a little fun fact about one of the teams in postseason, the Royals, they have Will Smith. He's been on the last 3 World Series championship teams from 2021, 22, and 23. So
they won today.
And they won today. So I'm just saying, watch out for the Royals. They could sleep on.
They have the pitching, so we'll see. But
actually, like, watch out for the Tigers as well too, because they're really hot right now.
Yeah, they won again. They won today too.
Yeah, Sam's probably right. It's probably going to be like a boring World Series. It's going to be like Cleveland, Atlanta, 1995 again. So enjoy.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good night, everybody. Episode 55 is over.
See ya.